We're in the business of winning.
I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah. But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
Been so fast you can't even talk about it. Things are just popping right now. Things are starting to cultivate. Things are starting to grow. Things are getting real colorful.
Look at. We're in the business of winning.
Don't bet against me.
I don't bet anyway.
Lose your life.
We're in the business of winning.
Are you kidding me?
We're in the business of winning.
Are you kidding me?
We're in the business of winning.
Yeah, absolutely total control right there. Watch this. Champion's prerogative, and I just exercised that option.
We're in the business of winning. We're in the business of winning.
Yeah, if he wants to keep an eye on me, don't look behind you. No, don't look in front. Don't look to the sides. Look straight up, because I'm right on top of you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
And any crying or any excuses is just sour grapes.
We're in the business of winning.
And I think that the spotlight should go on top of me. Yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
We're in the business of winning. We're in the business of winning. We're in the business of winning.
Don't bet against me.
I don't bet anyway.
Lose your life.
We're in the business of winning.
Don't degrade the champion at any time. Yeah, I am the cream, yeah. The cream of the crop. And there is no one that does it better. On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. I'm better than you are, yeah. I'm on my way. And nothing is gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna stop me.
And we had non-believers all along the way. I have one thing to say to those non-believers. Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid, and you never go wrong.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
What the hell do you guys want? And more important than that, how the hell did you find out where I was at? If they want some answers, they should have sent someone with some authority. Do you agree with me? Well, it really don't matter if you agree with me or not. On second thought, once you just sit your little carcass down at that table, I'll answer every little question you got. Before we get started with anything, like I said, we're on my time, so we're going to do things like I want to do them. I want to cover something right off the bat.
We're in the business of winning.
The first thing I want to be done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring. I'm serving notice. I don't give a damn what they are. They're all on the list, and I'm fixing to start running through all of them.
We're in the business of winning.
I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah. to the top. Oh, yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
Been so fast you can't even talk about it. Things are just popping right now. Things are starting to cultivate. Things are starting to grow. Things are getting real colorful.
We're in the business of winning.
Don't bet against me.
I don't bet anyway.
Lose your life.
We're in the business of winning.
Are you kidding me?
We're in the business of winning.
Are you kidding me?
We're in the business of winning.
Yeah, absolutely total control right there. Watch this.
We are live. All right, everybody.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that's right. We're doing our the second leg of our sports trifecta for basketball. All right, so I'll largely break down how it's going to go. This week, we're going to largely bet on the Wednesday games, but going forward, we'll probably do our NFL, our football picks, along with our basketball picks on Thursday. Mainly because we'll pick the Thursday night games on TNT, which are always popular. And then that way we can also probably we can probably also bet on Friday games. Since there's only a few games on Thursday, Friday lines will probably be out as well. We can comment on those. And then behind the scenes, like us three, you can continue to make any bets throughout the week, college or NBA, that you want to. And we'll just put them on the sheet and we'll recap them the following week on Thursday. So because the NBA and basketball is a little different, it's like a daily thing. We'll essentially, we can't do a show every day. So we'll just keep doing the Thursday show. And then as the week goes through, like we'll just make sure we make our picks, kind of the honor system. And then essentially we can recap any picks we didn't cover on the Thursday prior. Is essentially how the weekly betting will go. If that makes sense, Ian.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
okay.
Kind of like the football with the betting, and then the overall at the end of the year with the ones we're gonna make today.
Right, and then also today we'll do all of our like preseason bets or preseason predictions. I think, did we put one in? Yeah, we put champion. Yeah, okay. So essentially for the preseason, we'll pick first, second, third, NBA MVP. We'll pick the NBA champion. Maybe we pick conference winners too if we want. Maybe not. It's not a big deal. We'll do all NBA first team, all NBA second team, all NBA first defensive team. We'll also do stat leaders for points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, and steals per game. And then we're going to try and pick the conference standings, in which each of these will have like their own reward system or points given for each like placement we get right, which I think we have in the rules. I guess I can pop that up on screen real quick. So what did we decide? We said for the NBA MVP, first, second, third, 20, 10, and 5 points respectively. We'll also do a March Madness bracket at the end of the year for 25 points to the winner, as well as being able to still bet on the March Madness games that are within the tournament. NBA champions, 25 points. Each correct first NBA, All-NBA team, you get 10 points per player. NBA All-Second team is 5 points per player. All-NBA defensive team is 10 points per player. Conference standings, you get 5 points per correct placement. We decided to do away with the division standings. And then in the stat leaders, for each one you get right, you get 10 points. You'll get an extra 5 points if you get within 2 points of the point per game leader. Or should we just say, no, you have to guess the guy right first, right?
For which one?
So like if you say...
So like if we guess their stat,
it's like
you got to get them right.
If you think Durant's going to average 29 points per game like Ian, but it ends up being Luka who averages 29 points per game, you don't get credit for guessing right on the... You have to get the player right first, so it's all contingent on that. So if you get within 2 points of points per game, you get an extra 5 points. If you get within half a steal of the leader, if you guess that right, you get another 5. If you get within half a block, if you get within 1 rebound, and if you get within 1 assist, you'll get an extra 5 points for all of those. Just like we did in football at the All-Star break, you can make any changes you want to any of these picks, but it's going to cost you 3 points. So, obviously you probably wouldn't make a lot of changes, but there's probably a few you might want to make if it's worth it. And then we also have some side bets, which we'll do at the end, which might be a little funny to go over. But Ian, if you want to go first. Oh, wait, who won football this last week? Was it Ian again?
I think Ryan did.
Oh,
I won that one.
All right, Ryan, why don't you go ahead and lead us off?
He doesn't even have a tab up here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna go right now through my. Let's just say we started out with the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
I went Celtics leading it off. I think Tatum out of nowhere has just become a monster, and then they still got who is it? Brown, fast little guard. I was gonna put the 76ers up there, but it seems like everybody on that team is prone to injury, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna leave him at number 2.
Rand, do you have a tab open?
Nope.
Here, let's just make you one real quick. Not a big deal. I'll write them in as you're saying them.
Yep. I don't know. I think the 76ers, though, are going to be a beast this year. Embiid, I also think he's one of my 2 people that I was battling for who's going to lead the league in points per game. And him and Harden run the pick and roll. Harden, one of the greatest scorers of all time. Just going to be insane. Tobias Harris and Maxey.
All right, go. Start over real quick so I can write them down on screen.
I'll tell you, Celtics is 1, 76ers, number 2.
Okay.
All right. Then I put the Heat, but I mean, in the East, it seems like 3 through 7 you can just swap around. So I put the Heat at number 3. I don't know. Really, nothing changes from last year with them for me. Just gonna leave them there. I mean, the Bucks at 4, the Greek Freak. They didn't lose anybody. They got Drew Holiday. At 5, I do got the Nets, but that team can implode at any minute.
Yeah, or they could be number 1.
Right. That's the thing. Like, Ben Simmons can come in and they can just be like, don't ever shoot the ball, and he can average 10 assists a game and 8 rebounds and just be a key player. But I think Ben Simmons also kind of hurts your team because they're going to be like, they're just going to sag off him on defense. He's a complete liability on offense.
I almost put Simmons on my all-defensive team.
Yeah, that'd probably be good. But, I mean, he's been hurt for, what, 2 years now?
Well, is he hurt, though, or is he, resting hurt?
Tradable. Or, yeah, we don't want to play you hurt.
Yeah. I'm sure I'm pretty sure they said he could have played at the end of last year, but he decided not to, right?
That's pretty stupid if he did. He hasn't made a lot of good decisions in his career, I'll tell you that. I mean, even in college, he's like, I'm going to go number 1. I'm just going to sit out. Like, yeah, you definitely needed that experience. You can't even shoot the ball. But, so I got the Nets at 5. But like I said, the East seems to me because I got the Bulls at, hold on, let me go to 6. I got the Raptors. I think Fred VanVleet takes another step up. I mean, Scotty Barnes, beast rookie year. He's going to be, or maybe he wasn't a rookie, maybe it was just his first All-Star team. Siakam. So I don't see any reason why the Raptors don't make the playoffs. You got the Bulls. I know but they traded for Zach LaVine, and
they've had Zach LaVine.
Yeah, since last year. And Jimmy Butler.
So you have Nets 5, Raptors 6.
Yes.
Okay, Bulls 7.
And actually, no. I actually want to switch this. I want to put the Cavs. Hot take. Cavs at 7, Bulls at 8. I think I know, but I think Evan Mobley's going to be a beast. They had Jared Allen, Donovan Mitchell. They pretty much revamped their team just to make the playoffs. It's not like they even made a really tough title push. They're just like wanting to be in, and they still got Ian's boy Kevin Love. So yeah, I'll put them at 7 and put the Bulls at 8. And are we gonna go down the last?
Yeah.
Tail end of it?
Keep going.
Yeah. Okay. Gonna have to go with the Pacers in 9.
Pacers at 9.
We got the Knickerbockers
At 10.
Oof. Eastern Conference is ugly. Orlando. I'm definitely keeping Washington at the very last.
Magic at 11.
Who am I missing? I feel like
Hornets,
Oh, my
Pistons,
God.
Hawks. You've totally forgot about the Hawks,
man.
dude.
I totally forgot about the Hawks.
You're going to have to put them up at 8 or something.
Yep. You know what? I'm going to believe in the Cavs more than the Bulls. I'm going to put the Hawks at 8, leave the Cavs at 7, put the Bulls at 9, just double everybody down. And then pick up where I left off. Just
So you got Magic at 12 now with the Hornets, Pistons, and Wizards to go.
Jesus, that just sounds bad. I'll take the Hornets. I think the Pistons are actually always better than people give them credit for, as I put them at 14. And then the Wizards.
The Wizards at 15? All right.
Yeah.
You want to go over your West real quick?
Yeah, a
Wanna
lot
hear some of
quicker.
All right, a lot quicker. 1, Warriors. I think I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, we
literally
want the
got
commentary. You want the commentary.
Yeah.
That's why the
Literally
people
got
tune
5.
in.
Jordan, is it Jordan Poole?
Yeah.
I mean, Wiggins finally showed potential last year.
Yeah, they signed
You got
both of
about-
those guys to an extension.
And you got the 2 guards. That might be the best backcourt in history. So you got 4 or 5 players that can go for 30 a night. Not all together, but at any given time. And Wiggins is also definitely a great 2-way player. I think Klay Thompson blew that when he tore his Achilles again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna leave the Warriors at 1. I see Ian with chalk with the Clippers. I've moved them down to 2. If they stay healthy, I mean, Clippers could be a pretty piece team.
Yeah, Clippers probably have like the Warriors. They probably have some of the most top end talent if they come
John
back
Wall
and they're healthy.
coming off your bench.
Yeah.
I think Lovington had a little stint on the Rockets, a little stretch 4 guy. At 3, I put the Suns. I think it's CP3's last hoorah. 4, I put Nick's boy, the Mavs. I don't really see him. Did you guys just hang up?
No, I shared my screen.
Oh, okay. So 4, I got the Mavs. I don't think they did anything special in the offseason. They did not get rid of that big, fat, ugly-ass contract of Brunson.
You mean Bertans?
I guess you haven't heard of a little player called JaVale McGee, Ren.
It's gonna save the
This is
franchise.
mom. Gee. What if
Talk
JaVale
about-
McGee wins Defensive Player of the Year and just
Loading up as a super team. Jesus. JaVale McGee.
now that I think about it, I might just move them to number 1.
I got a lot of
don't,
faith in the
don't y'all
Mavs.
have don't y'all have Brunson for like 20 mil or something ridiculous?
No, Brunson went to the Knicks.
That's why I got him so low. Oh, y'all got Hardaway Jr. back, huh?
Yeah, we got Hardaway Jr. We got Hardaway Jr. back, and then we got Hardy in the draft, who I'm kind of hoping will be good. And who am I forgetting? Oh, and Christian Wood. We got Christian Wood, McGee, Hardaway Jr., and we got a draft pick that I'm kind of hoping will produce.
The Rockets, Christian Wood?
Yeah.
Oh man, I hated when we traded him. I think he has a even higher ceiling than he's already reached. He's super young. He's an athletic freak, and he can shoot the ball. Definitely, like even when he has an off game, he's still gonna get you 15 rebounds. Damn, that's a good pickup. Shit, I did not know y'all had him, but still comfortable leaving him at 4. Still top end of the division. I mean the conference. then I went with the Wolves. I think if anybody came out of nowhere, it was Carl Anthony Thomas. Jesus Christ.
Towns.
Yeah, there you go. And like, my God. I think pretty much him by himself led his team to like 50 wins last year, and I don't really see them taking a step backwards. And I got that. Then the Nuggets. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm gonna put the Nuggets at 6.
We got our boy Steven commenting in on our channel right now. Wiggins showed his potential his entire career. He's gonna need a shout out. He's gonna need a shout out for Streammates.
Wait, where are you seeing this at?
It's on like my chat. I can see it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Or you'd have to watch this. Yeah, he can hear. You have to watch the stream if you want to see him.
Shout out to Streammates and shout out to
Discount Depot.
Discount Depot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they keep the lights on around here.
That's right.
Where am I at? 6 or 7?
To be honest with you, what'd you put for 3 through 5? Because I was editing the screen for a better look.
I put the Suns at 3, Mavericks at 4. I put the Wolves at 5. Don't really.
Wow, Wolves at 5, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the Nuggets at 5.
That might be okay.
Jokic and Murray are too big a beast, and yeah, and then put the Wolves at 6.
Wolves at 6 is still a pretty ballsy call.
Yeah, but
I could see it though.
It's the Lakers, man. Like, what did they even get in last year? They got in on the playoff or what?
Weren't the Lakers like last?
No, yeah. You know what? They didn't even make it to the playoff game.
Yeah.
They couldn't make the playoffs with a 10-team playoff.
Yeah, didn't even.
And I remember that because everyone was giving LeBron shit because he was the one who was like, "Oh, this is like, the play-in game is stupid or whatever." He was like the original complainer of that.
So he was the Nick Saban of the play-in.
Essentially, yeah.
Where am I at? 7. Grizzlies. You heard it here first. And then 8, your boy. Ian loves them. Doesn't like them, but he loves them, the Lakers. I think if Anthony Davis is such a little bitch.
Yeah, he's got to stay healthy.
Yeah, like, I mean, him and LeBron doing that, we're just taking days off every single day. Like, no wonder Westbrook was getting mad. Like, yeah, Westbrook is annoying to have as a teammate. Like, you pass the ball, you're never getting it back. But at least he plays hard for 40, for 40 minutes a game, just straight up and down. Like, gives you everything. And then he looks over and the guy has a hurt pinky, and the other dude just wants a day off.
Exactly.
And they're the franchise player. The quote, franchise players. And, I mean, they really don't have – they lost a lot of those, quote, superstars. I think they got, like, Patrick Beverly. I don't know what he's going to do. But
probably start over Westbrook. Bring Westbrook off the bench. Makes sense when you think about it.
I thought they already agree that they were going to do that?
Yeah, they already agreed Westbrook. They did. They agreed Westbrook's coming off the bench.
Yeah. That's probably best for him, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't want to like LeBron he's a definite ball hand. He demands the ball, playmaker, and then Westbrook just demands it because he's going to be Westbrook.
Yeah, if you want any value out of Westbrook, you got to give him the ball.
Did you hear that crazy?
That's the only way he could do stuff.
Amen to that. Nick, did you hear that crazy stat that Luka almost beat Westbrook's most minutes play or some random stat? Like, he was basically on the floor the entire game of every game, except for his little 5-minute stints in the fourth quarter at the end of.
I have to look that up. I know that I'm hoping one of the things we do this year is Luka doesn't have to play so much.
Yeah, they were saying, I was reading, they think he might have to. They think that's probably why one of the reasons why he finishes 1, 2, 3 in the MVP, because he'll be out there so reliant on Luka. I mean, y'all don't have Luka. I don't see how you create offense. But
this year I think we have a lot more help, but we'll get into that when I do my picks.
Oh, I bet we will. I guess the West.
Who's your 9?
Fat 9. I'm gonna have to go. There's somebody I'm missing, and I know you are staring right at it. Oh, Thunder. Wow.
Yeah, Thunder might be sneaky
Yeah,
good this year.
I'm not even trying to pronounce that dude's name. SGA or
I'm not. Yeah.
Georges Alexander.
yeah. Then I'm gonna go Pelicans. I think Zion. I mean, he did have such a beast year, and he finally gets. I mean, who were the best players? Him and Gordon Hayward. You're relying on 2 injury-prone players to stay healthy, so I'll leave him down there.
Gordon Hayward, huh? Let me move up Pelicans.
Jesus. Then I'm gonna go Portland Trailblazers. Just on the fact that the Jazz tanked it, they're gonna be my last team. That's his dog, by the way.
Oh, I was muted. They didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. So, what do you got? Where are we at?
You're
People
at
rattle off the last end.
Blazers at 11.
All right, then Kings, Spurs, Jazz.
You forgot a team, I think. Rockets.
Oh, Rockets, Kings, Spurs, Jazz.
Jazz, I think,
Jazz
for sure are finishing last.
Yeah, I think it was dumb of them to tank their team. I think they could have found a way to get more for what they got. I mean, they got actually for Gobert. Oh my God, they got the lottery, but
Yeah,
that was the
I still
biggest
can't believe
ripoff.
that.
But in terms of like for play this year, they don't. I couldn't even. There's no way they're going to be able to contend.
Forgot they. I mean, I was just talking about it and completely forgot that they had traded Donovan Mitchell.
Yep. All right. Anybody else want to do their East and West before we go on?
Yeah, you go ahead, Ian.
All right. Much shorter explanations because I don't know as much as these guys. My Eastern Conference, Celtics, look like a beast team. No reason to take them out of the number 1 spot. Giannis and the Bucks, number 2. I'm honestly surprised the Bucks are this good every single year. Maybe I don't give Middleton and them enough credit, but
He's an Aggie.
really,
Middleton? Yeah, he's an Aggie.
Wasn't he on the Olympic team?
Please. We'll get in. There's a whole episode of dragging that Olympic team to gold. Shout out Kevin Durant. 76ers, 3rd. Paul George, Kawhi. John Wall's wild card. Honestly, you just need to name those first 2 players, and they can finish first in the East if they're healthy. Same with the Nets with Kyrie and Durant. Obviously, got to stay healthy. And, have Kyrie not do some crazy shit.
Ian, are you switching between
What?
conferences?
No. Celtics, Bucks, Sixers, Nets. Did I say Clippers?
Yeah.
Oh, I explained the Clippers for the Sixers. Yeah, Sixers, Embiid. That's all I got to say. The Heat and Cavs. Cavs went all out. Traded for Donovan Mitchell. They were actually pretty good already. Forget their player that was in the playoffs. I mean, the All-Star game.
Ooh, Evan Mobley. No, Evan Mobley was their top pick. Jaren Allen's a beast.
Garland.
They got Ricky Rubio.
Oh, man.
Cavs got Mitchell, too.
Yeah. Hawks. Don't really know much about them. Same with the Raptors. Just Van Vliet.
Siakam.
Yeah. Let me look at my notes here. Well, these are all the crappy teams anyways. The Knicks, the Wizards, the Hornets, the Pistons, the Magic, and Pacers.
Man, no love for the Pacers.
Hey, I can tell you right now, these last probably 4 or 5, possibly 6 in a row, are straight off Vegas odds over their win totals.
Going scratch.
Yeah, had to.
You always need that guy in the group to, check you with the chalk.
Check you with the
Right.
chalk.
Yeah. Somebody's got to do it. Y'all heard me explain the Clippers when I thought they were the 76ers.
What was
Kawhi
that,
Leonard,
Ian,
Paul George, John Wall.
is that your one pick?
Man, both y'all have the
Number one.
Clippers really high.
I just think, I wanted to go Warriors, but I mean,
What, they got younger and healthier?
Man, that is true. I didn't even think about that with the Warriors. Bastards.
yeah, and honestly, hopefully they get rid of Draymond.
Yeah, and they'll probably get something decent for Draymond if Draymond could just come in and keep his head cool about him. You know what I mean?
I hope he gets exposed on another team if they trade him and he's not doing anything.
I think Draymond's a lot better player than you give him credit for. He's not going to drop 25 points, but he's going to get you 7, 7, 7, and 2 steals.
Okay.
And he's gonna without him on defense, there's no fear on their
Let me
defense.
dial up Chuck Hayes if I need 7, 7, and 7.
Yeah, I wish he would rebound. I wish he would average double-digit rebounds a little more often for his role. But yeah, I mean, he's essentially just there to cause trouble, in a good way, disrupt.
Yeah, and he's an enforcer, one of the last there are probably in the league. And people actually know that he's an enforcer. Don't play around.
Yeah.
Don't go out there and stick your foot under Curry's jump shot. You're gonna get a freaking elbow from Draymond.
All right, so then I got the Suns. I don't think they did anything different.
They lost
running
McGee,
it back
that's
again.
Yeah.
Oof, juggernaut McGee. That's what brings me to the Mavs. Making championship moves like acquiring McGee, Luka, Dinwiddie,
I forgot about Dinwiddie.
Christian Wood. It's going to be a pretty solid team.
Yeah.
I mean, these are based, strictly
beefs up that front court.
I might move the Mavericks up because I think I'm gonna switch them into Suns because the Mavericks play in the shittiest Western Conference division.
Who does?
The Mavericks.
I think it's us, the Mavericks.
We have the Grizzlies and the
But you got the Rockets and the Spurs.
I guess the Pelicans. I guess the are the Pelicans in our division? I think they are. They were good, I guess.
I wanted to say that they were. I know they did a little reshuffle a couple years because they added the Pelicans.
Yeah, I think it's us two, the Spurs, the Grizzlies, and the Pelicans.
Yeah, top two, good, decent, and then trash. Spurs are one of the worst teams I have on my paper.
Yeah, I was right. That's the 5 teams. I was right.
All right, then Nuggets, Jamal Murray, Jokic,
DPOY.
Yeah, Grizzlies. John Morant was really balling out in the playoffs last year. Then I got the Wolves and a reluctant Lakers pick. It's just too much talent on paper for them not to at least be in the top 8.
Boo.
But it could easily explode.
We like to keep it classy.
I think LeBron's already given up this year, if you want me to be honest.
I don't know, man. I kind of have the opposite take. I think Davis might actually get in his ear this is embarrassing.
Actually, let me take that back. I think he wants to break Kareem's all-time points record, but in terms of the team, I don't think he has much faith that his team even has a shot to win. That deep down, I think that's what he thinks.
Which is almost insane if you look across and you see a guy that can get you 30 and 12 a game.
Yeah.
In 2 blocks. And you just have to have role players. And they're all looking up to you. So if you're sitting there with your head down, they're all going to sit there with their head down until Westbrook comes in. He's like, "Come on, guys, let's all run."
Yeah, and I think the moment that Davis goes down, which I think he will, I think it's just going to kill the morale.
Dude, I would trade Davis right now and get whatever you could.
I probably would too.
You're still getting a lot of first-round picks for him. Probably at least 2.
Oh, easy. I mean, look what all he has to do is tell his agent to say, "Look what Gobert got. Don't give me anything less."
Essentially, yeah.
The Blazers. I mean, I'm looking at this team right now. It's not just Lillard. I mean, they got Nurkic. They got Gary Payton II. Didn't know he was there. Greg Brown III out of Texas. And
name recognition isn't nothing. GP the second was not. He's not.
Dude, he was pretty good in the playoffs. He's good at playing
He was
defense.
all right. Yeah, then he was good at getting hurt.
Good enough for $8 million a year, so he's got to be doing something. Pelicans, the last playoff team, number 10. That's strictly based on the health of Zion.
Yeah, people forgot how good he was.
And the great
Yeah,
Gordon.
it's
Dude,
been
that
a while.
27 and 12 season out of not right out the gate, but I think his second year, kind of surprising because I still don't think we've seen him 100% in shape since he came in the NBA.
No, like I never would have drafted him that high though. Like his body just
Charles Barkley, yeah.
Yeah, like it's just too much. There's just too much force and momentum on a body like that to play basketball long term. I don't know. I'm just not a believer. I say that as someone who was like semi kind of shaped like him when I played. Like I just don't think it translates very well.
That's why they brought in the Great White Hope, Gordon Hayward.
I mean, he's got to lose weight though, bro, and it doesn't look like he's lost enough to me, in my opinion, to warrant thinking he's going to stay healthy.
And it's crazy. We say this, and he's out there like they're not playing me, but I'm doing these 360 windmill dunks in the preseason in the pregame.
Yeah, like the athleticism. There's no
freak.
doubt. Like it's just taking off, coming down, cutting, stuff like that. Like it's just going to wear on him.
Oh, his ankle. Yeah, I think his ankles. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like putting all that weight and trying to make a move on those ankles.
Yeah. Well, like even if he had, I totally forgot he rolled his ankle though. Good point. But like even if he stays healthy, you know what I mean? Like it's just too much momentum and force on a body like that. That's just kind of my take.
Really, you've only seen one player. Sorry, we've only seen one player, and that's like Barkley. That's been able to do it.
Yeah, and like
long term.
Yeah, very true.
And since then, really, like there's always those. He's the next Barkley, and then disappear.
Yeah, I can't really think of anyone who's been, I guess, tractor trailer or something, but he was even twice what Barkley was,
Yeah, but here comes the second coming of Barkley, and
yeah, he can't.
Everybody wants it.
A guy like that just ain't gonna last long term,
All right, Ian,
you've had bigger guys. You just haven't had people that are also explosive. That's the other thing.
Dude, Barkley was pretty. I mean, we can go on. Barkley's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty
Barkley's
slow.
first step. You go back and watch him. Like his first step was like crazy, man. He covered a lot of ground really quick.
And he didn't get enough credit for his jumper. Like I hate.
Yeah, nice little 15-footer.
Yeah, I mean, he'll hit a three if you absolutely need him to.
I can just roll through the rest. I mean, Thunder. Hopefully, Chet Holmgren can stay healthy and carry them. King, and then you got the garbage dumped down here. Kings, Rockets, Jazz, Spurs. Jazz trade away their whole franchise.
Yeah, we'll see him in a few
Spurs
years.
have nobody relevant. Rockets, a lot of young players, but traded. I mean, Christian Wood was probably like close to the veteran on the team, and they traded him.
Yeah, he was getting y'all like 18 and 10 last year, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, he's definitely was a good find.
Mm-hmm. All right, should I go?
Yeah.
All right, stoked. All right, I'll go with the East first because everyone hates the East. Who cares? Let me put this over here real quick.
Oh, can I also address? You were kind of shaped like Zion. If Zion had no height, no hops, and no muscle.
I didn't mean literally, but you got what I was saying. I was a little bit of a stockier guy. Trying to play a vertical game, like at least Zion can get vertical. You're right. Dude, it's crazy, dude, how much like athleticism is packed into a body like that. Like it's crazy even seeing him like jump and dunk, and you know what I mean? Like he's so agile.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he should be able to do it.
Yeah, like he moves. The way he moves is still crazy. It's just I just think a body like that just can't handle that kind of violent, cuts and stuff like that.
Here comes this big tractor of 270, and I'm about to windmill dunk it in your face.
Yeah, dude, that's scary. I wouldn't imagine having to look down as that comes down the lane at you. Like holy shit.
Yeah, for real.
All right, I got Celtics 1. I think they're easily the best overall team in the East, all-around team, like depth-wise, talent-wise, everything. Followed up by the Bucks, number 2.
Ooh.
I'm actually going a little crazy here in the East. I got the Cavs going number 3. People forget, like, I think they were like top 3 in the East for like half the year last year, and then Rubio got hurt and they kind of started to slip, and they've only gotten better. And so I expect the Cavs to easily finish top 5 this year in the East if they stay healthy with Mitchell, and if they can stay healthy, I definitely think they'll be top 5, no problem. I have the Hawks number 4. They also picked up a player or two. I think Young is going to go off this year. I actually have him in as one of my All-NBA selections, first team for the guards. So I think I guess I kind of think like a shakeup's coming too. Like, I'm really down on the 76ers. I have them as 7. I think y'all know me, I'm not a big believer in Harden. And with Embiid hanging out in the paint, that combo still hasn't really worked yet. We still haven't really seen it click. Like, even in the playoffs when they were winning, like, Harden was still struggling. He'd have like a good game here or there, but y'all know me. I'm just not a big believer in Harden. His game hasn't evolved for me. I just think that I think people are getting wise to him more and more every year.
But I still think, I'm not saying he created the way that people play, but a lot of people have the same similar type of game now.
Right.
Like,
no, I mean,
even Luka kind of has a similar game. Yeah, I'm not saying he's mimicking Harden, but it kind of sets him up for problems where, okay, if we just attack you out here and force you off the ball, what are you going to do? You give it to Embiid in the paint and make him all day, every day, pound, and then he's going to get hurt.
I mean,
But they have a nice roster, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Like Tobias Harris, Maxey, like, they can spread the court, so I don't think they could really just go in and just slam in on Embiid. But what were you going to say?
Think about Harden since he left the Rockets. Do y'all get the feeling that he's actually has a fire to like win a championship, or he's just out there collecting paychecks?
I always got the feeling he was a paycheck guy.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as someone who's like if you look at like John Morant, like you look like that dude's hungry.
Trae Young, Devin Booker, yeah, like.
Yeah, those dudes want to win. Like, even Chris Paul, who's old, he's still like a fiery dude trying to win. Harden just kind of seems like he's just like, whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of the knock.
Had that mentality, and like and the way just the way he looks, kind of like McGrady. McGrady had those sleepy eyes. Like, and McGrady obviously didn't have that.
No,
fire.
but you got a feeling that McGrady wanted to win, not from Harden. You just don't get it.
And actually, if you're saying that over Harden, then that's a lot, because people always compare that McGrady to no, Kobe, because they can both score, but Kobe has that fire, that desire to win, that mentality.
Well, that's like a different tier.
I want to get up at 4:30 a.m. Yeah, and Harden, the only time you see it is when he's like, hey, I could possibly go for 55, 60 tonight.
Yeah, he's trying to get personal stats.
Then you see him kind of go off. But anyways, go ahead, Nick. Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's kind of like what I said. It's kind of in the East, it gets blurrier from 3 to 8.
God damn it, I have myself muted. Just for that little rant. That's all right. All right, so I got Celtics, Bucks, Cavs, Hawks, 76ers, Nets. The Heat, I said, the Heat are a year older. Butler might get hurt. Knicks have Brunson. I think that's going to bring a lot of stability to their backcourt and their offense. I got the Hornets at 9. They could score 120 any given night. They don't play any defense, but I think the Hornets can probably get in for the play-in game. I got the Raptors at 10, Wizards 11. I hate how Kristaps was when he was with the Mavs, but again, if he can stay healthy, he can at least get that team to an 11 spot. And then I have Bulls, Pistons, Magic, and I got the Pacers down at the bottom as well. The Magic could maybe sneak into the 10 spot or something, the 9 spot. But I think they're a year away from like playing smart basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're very young.
They got the number 1 pick, but I mean, yeah, super young.
Yeah. All right, now over to the West. I got the Suns number 1. I just think they're built for the regular season. I think they're going to rack up a lot of wins, so I got them number 1. I have the Warriors 2. I have the Mavs at 3. I think the Mavs are going to be way better, or not way better, but I think they're going to be better this year. I said this, I did a video on the Mavs season preview. I'm not too worried about losing Brunson. I don't think that's a big deal. We have plenty of guards, and we not picked up Dinwiddie, but we got Hardaway Jr. back, and Hardy, our draft pick, I think can also bring a little ball handling. So I'm not too upset about losing Brunson. I think him and Luka's styles actually clashed a little too much for me. Like when they play together, they're both like very ball dominant, kind of trying to get to the lane kind of people. But the thing is, when Luka gets to the lane, he can finish or make a play, whereas Brunson's kind of limited. So I wish we would have got something for Brunson in return, but I also don't want to sign him to $26 million a year. I don't think he's worth $20 million a year, to be honest. That'd have been about the most I go.
Getting Christian Wood and signing him for probably cheaper is probably more bang for your buck.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely our biggest weakness was the front court. You know, we now are pretty deep at guards. I mean, Finney Smith and Bullock, like those guys are good 3-and-D guys who can switch on anything. Like I think our backcourt is, you know, maybe minus like the Warriors, and depending on how, I guess if you want to count Kawhi and Paul George as guards, even though they're really more like small forwards, but I think we have one of the best 3 backcourts in the league, especially if you count Luka, right? But even not counting Luka, I love our depth and what we can do. And then we picked up McGee and Wood. I think Wood's going to pay huge dividends in terms of playing with Luka. You can't leave Wood, you know.
Nope.
I think McGee will get a lot of easy lobs. Like we just need McGee to fill that Tyson Chandler role in 2011. You know what I mean?
All coming together.
Yeah.
Well, let's not put these two in the same sentence.
But I'm a Mavs fan. I'm allowed to be a homer and be biased, so that's what I think. And I got Nuggets 4. Again, yeah, they got who was the guy who got hurt last year? Murray's back, so I expect them to only be better. Grizzlies 5. I have the Clippers at 6 just because they're such an unknown. You know, again, like the talent's there. They could easily be top 3 in the entire league, let alone the West. But I kind of just hedging my bets just because we don't know. So I have them at 6. I got Timberwolves at 7. They got better. I have the Lakers at 8, and now that we talked about them, I'm not so sure that they should be 8. But if LeBron stays...
But then again,
yeah,
it's like they can be 8.
If LeBron stays healthy, if Davis stays healthy, they're easily a playoff team, you would think.
I would almost build my roster around wanting them getting hurt and saying, all right, we're gonna have guys that we have to go into Davis, or like we have guys if it's just gonna be a LeBron power, point forward show. Like instead they fill their roster with just names, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, like, they definitely have some good talent though.
Yeah, but it's not talent that surrounds your top talent.
Yeah, and it's not like talent that you're really like confident that meshes together real well. You know, like Davis and LeBron, I guess I wouldn't even know if they mesh that well together. It's just that they're both so good. And Westbrook's obviously kind of like a third wheel.
LeBron needs to realize that he's not the best on that team, which I think he does. I think we all hate on him a lot, but I think he's a lot smarter than we give him credit for. He's just a little crybaby.
Yeah, I think he's probably a little bit more of a team player than I would probably want to give him credit for, but yeah, if Anthony Davis is like healthy, he's probably a little bit better than LeBron at this point in their career. But again, they're both so good. So, all I got the Blazers at 9. I just kind of expect them to rebound. Last year, I think they kind of gave up halfway through. I don't expect that this year. I think I forget who they picked up, but I think they have a decent team. And then I got Pelicans 10. Thinking about it now, I'd probably switch the Blazers and the Pelicans, which I'm going to do right now. I mean, the Pelicans are good without Zion. You know, if they can just get 20, 30 minutes from Zion, I mean, that'd be pretty nice. He doesn't
moving.
Good.
I was just going to say I'm switching my Lakers and Pelicans because I forgot that McCollum's on that team.
Yeah, the Pelicans are sneaky good.
Yeah, they picked. I thought you were saying the Blazers had McCollum for a second. I was like, no, he traded.
They gave up halfway through.
I've always wondered about McCollum. Like, you saw when Lillard went out that his game dropped. Like, he definitely he can't be the number one guy. And he's not being asked to. I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
You know, he had some sweet games with Lillard, but when all eyes are on him, you know, it didn't really, to me, it wasn't that impressive. But when you're on a team now with Hayward, you're the third guy, since second or third guy. Yeah, damn it, that makes me want to change my pick. But no, I'll keep it. I'll keep it.
And then to round it out, I got Thunder at 11. I think they're easily the best of the worst in the West, if that makes sense. And then I got Rockets, Kings, Spurs, and Jazz to round out the top 15 in the West.
Yeah, the Jazz really just decided to go for that number one pick.
Yeah. All right. Do we want to do? Let's do MVP, champion, and All NBA.
All right.
All right.
Maybe we can just all talk about this at once because it's kind of largely gonna line up with each other.
Yeah, pretty sure for my MVP, I was going between Embiid, Luka. Where are mine?
I just think Luka is going to be. He's going to be asked to do a lot on a really good team.
Exactly.
And he's going to do it.
There it is. Yeah.
Luka's been the favorite the last 2 years too.
I think he might be favored this year, honestly. Chalkman.
Yeah, he is. He's been the favorite this year and the 2 years previous.
Chalkman can't confirm. It's either him or Giannis, I believe.
Yes. No. I have Jokic as my third. I don't even have the Greek Freak in the top three. I'll fill those in later.
Oh yeah, you didn't fill yours in. These are copied from Ian's.
Yeah, no, I'll fill mine in.
So Ian has Luka, Embiid, and Giannis first, second, third.
That's right.
I haven't beat Luka, Jokic.
Giannis is another one where that team, if you look at what they're projected to do, and they're consistently like the 1 or 2 seed in the East, and that basically falls on Giannis. He has to have MVP seasons for them to do that.
Killer mentality, Giannis has it.
Yep.
Yeah, he definitely wants to win. I have Luka, Jokic, and then Giannis.
Yeah, we're kind of all around the same 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah.
Which it's been around the same 3 or 4 guys the last 4 or 5 years.
I look for the Mavericks to be a little better this year, and I think that'll help Luka a little bit as well.
And that stat I was saying where he's going to be asked to do so much, like he's going to drop so many triple doubles.
Yeah, he looks like he's in good shape this year too. He looks like he maybe lost 5 or 10 pounds.
Literally was about to say that. Like he was balling last year, out of shape. Like that should make the rest of the league like, oh crap.
Yeah, he beat the Suns in a 7-game series on fumes.
Yeah, on fumes and McDoubles, like just straight
and beer.
Dropping buckets.
Who do you got champion?
Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors.
I got Mavs, baby.
Ian, let me ask you this: how did you put Clippers at number 1 and Warriors as your champion?
Hey, that's regular season.
Yeah, same with me. I have the Suns. I think they'll win a lot of regular season games, but they might get bounced in the second round again.
Guys, can we take a quick pause here to shout out Shrewmates? Everything you need to open your third eye.
That's right.
That's Shrewmate with 2 zeros on Instagram and Snapchat.
It's a good company. Done business with them for 33 years.
Having experienced it myself, it's very enlightening.
All right, go ahead.
All NBA team first.
I got John Morant and Luka at the guards.
I don't think they really go by guards, but I'm assuming you looked up this off Vegas. I put because I'm gonna put Luka in the 3. I put Curry and John. I was telling Nick earlier. I think Curry's gonna have a rejuvenated year. You know, of course, it relies on his health, but I think last year he's balling in the preseason. I know it's just the preseason, but with all those weapons around him, and now people are respecting Wiggins and Poole's coming into it. Poole is going to be, I think, a great player, and you get to just pull him off the bench and just, hey man, go out there and score us 20 points.
Yeah, I have Trey Young and Luka as my 2 guards. I just think Young's gonna average like 27, 28 this year. I think he's just gonna score buckets.
Dude, plus his 10. What did he get, like 10 dimes last year?
Yeah, and he averages close to double-digit assists. That's kind of like that's a little bit of a reach, but I kind of felt like going with someone new for one of the positions. Everyone else is kind of chalk.
Ryan, they definitely do go by positions, and
yeah, they do.
That's why
that's fine, because then I got Luka, and then
Luka's a guard.
I'm putting him at the 3.
You can't do that. You can't change it.
Freak and Embiid. Look who won last. Look who was the first team last year.
Ryan, all right, fine. Put Luka at your forward. You will absolutely not get that correct.
All right.
Yeah, he's not a forward, Ren.
Small forward.
Dipshit. No, we
he's
know
not.
what forward means.
He's a guard.
I don't know, but I'm talking about All NBA first team. Like, what was the All NBA first team last year?
Last year,
they don't change the roster.
They definitely do. Ren, they definitely do 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center. Because like the last thing last year was like people thinking Embiid should have been All NBA first team, but they could only pick 1 center.
Last year was Booker, Luka at point guard, Ryan, and Tatum small forward.
And Giannis at the other forward.
Yeah, Giannis power forward, Jokic center.
Exactly. Proves my point. So
nope. Year before, Luka at point guard. Year before that, Luka at guard.
And the year before that, Luka at guard.
Yeah, 3 years from 2020 to 2022.
Curry and Luka are the guards.
All right.
Now I'm gonna move Tatum to small forward, Greek Freak to 4, and I'm gonna put Embiid over Jokic at 5. And I'll fill that in. You have to fill it in now.
I got Young, Luka, and then I got Giannis and Tatum at the forwards, and I got Jokic at the center.
Nice.
Yeah, I got Embiid at center, LeBron and Giannis at forwards.
LeBron, huh?
Where's your over your boy Durant?
I mean, when LeBron plays, it's like almost impossible to keep him off the list.
You know this is now in the internet. Forever you have just made this pick. You have now chose LeBron over Durant.
Let me just say this. Haven't seen what happens when Westbrook's on your team. You need a Herculean effort to get your team anywhere.
I get it.
Well, let me just say this, Ren. When Westbrook was dragging down Durant lost in the finals. When Westbrook dragged down LeBron, they missed the playoffs. Boom, roasted.
Anyways,
who's your second team?
My second team, I got Curry, DeRozan, Durant, Tatum, and Jokic.
Could have swore that I won last week. Yeah, Devin Booker, Jokic. Oh man, where did I get this?
Oh my god.
Who do you got, Ren? Just say him.
No, kind of mixed them up. DeRozan, Jokic, Booker, Trey, and
that's 3 guards.
Damn it again.
I'll tell you who I got. I got Booker, DeRozan. I got Kawhi at the forward. I'm one of the biggest fans of Kawhi. I hope he comes back healthy. Even though
that's why I'm not getting a small forward, right?
Yeah.
Ryan, it's just forward.
Yeah, they just say guard or forward.
Got it.
Kawhi. I almost put Paul George, but I figured if one of them's gonna make it, it's probably Kawhi if he's healthy. I have Embiid at the center, and then I put Karl Anthony Towns as my second forward.
I actually had.
Is he a forward? I thought he was. I think he is.
I have the KT and Jokic and DeRozan, but then I put too many guys. Trey and Booker.
It's 7 foot, but it looks like power forward or center, so who knows?
Yeah, so I am sticking with mine. Then Karl Anthony Towns, Jokic.
Ryan.
Don't just Ian, just let it go.
ESPN
Trey,
has him as a center, so I might let me put in Durant just for right now because I think Karl Anthony Towns will be a center technically.
Yeah, and I can just change mine later.
All defensive first team. I'll just say who I got. I got Smart and Mikal Bridges at the guards. I got Giannis and Bam at the forwards, and then Gobert at the center.
I got Smart, Drew Holiday at the guards. I got Bam.
Did I write down the wrong Bridges? Yeah.
Gobert at center. And who am I missing?
Yeah, Mikal Bridges is from the Suns. I think is who you're thinking of.
Yeah, I got Smart, Bridges, Giannis, Bam Adebayo, and Gobert.
Yeah, me and Ian had the same. Or I mean, I looked at Ian's list and looked at all the options, and I kind of just came to the same conclusion.
I see I wrote here Robert Williams. I'm guessing I was going to put him at center I think he's on the Celtics. So who do we got at points per game?
I took Luka with 29.
I took Embiid with 30.
Damn.
Ooh, I took Durant with 29.
Rebounds, I got Gobert at 13.
I got Gobert at 14 and a half. Putting the hook.
I got Gobert at 14.
Interesting. Assists, I got Trae Young at 11.
I took Trae Young at 10.
I got Chris Paul at 11.
I just think Paul takes a step back or gets hurt or something.
Oh, yeah. Another year. Yeah, another year older.
Yeah. Steals per game, I got Smart with 2.
Yeah, I really couldn't go anybody else but Smart, and I just put like 2.3.
Oh, I forgot blocks.
Murray with 2.
I forgot about blocks per game.
Ooh, BPGs. We're all just gonna go Gobert, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
I absolutely went Gobert, 2.5.
I forgot blocks per game.
You got Gobert at 2.5? No way. I got him at.
No. I'm sorry. I got Jay Jackson.
I'm gonna go with Gobert at 1.8.
I got Jay Jackson at 2. I was looking at rebounds, and then I mixed it up. But yeah, no.
All right,
Jay Jackson.
Now for the fun shit. Let's do our side bets. These are gonna be fun. Will Russell Westbrook be on the Lakers at the end of the year?
Yes, I don't think anybody takes that contract.
I put no.
I put no also. I think absolutely. So, there could be a lot of people who want to eat that contract because it's going to expire this year. So
I just think that what he brings, though, like the head case, I don't know. I put yes.
I mean, he's not so much a head case. He just is not. His game hasn't developed.
He's just not. Yeah, you're right. I mean, essentially, he's the same exact guy he's been when he came in the league, but you either have to build around him or it's not going to work.
Yeah, maybe. I say no. I think like so like for example, Dallas almost traded for him. That way they could trade a couple like contracts that still have like 2, 3, 4 years on them and could clear that cap space up this year. I'm still almost hoping somehow we do that. If we could trade like Bertans and Powell or something for Westbrook or just something like that, that'd be great.
How much y'all paying Bertans and why?
Fucking 16 a year, dude. So it's horrible, man. It's easily the worst contract in the NBA.
And he can make. Is he the white 3-point shooter?
Yeah, he's the lumberjack looking dude.
Yeah, and he got owned in the playoffs. Like once he missed, it seemed like he lost
did okay.
all confidence.
There was like that one thing where like the guy got in his face, but like
And then he
whatever.
got like after that, it was weird. It's like he got the yips and he couldn't shoot.
Yeah, maybe. I can't quite remember. I thought he did it okay though. I mean, for what he is,
But he ain't $16 million. Jeez.
Yeah. Over under Draymond Green fights 2.5.
And we clarified this as fist to the face.
I got unders because of what happened in the offseason.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did too.
I feel like Nick's gonna go that way. I got over just because. I mean, he has to be what he has to be to maintain.
Because Draymond got a Draymond.
Yeah.
Draymond has to be Draymond to essentially be worth his worth.
You might have a point that like you could also maybe take the other way that like because he feels guilty about what he did to Poole or something, like he's gonna have to prove like he's got his team's back no matter what. So he actually might even be maybe like a little overhyped at times.
Talking me into it.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go under because I still think it's like with the best behavior and his image and everything. I think he's not gonna start anything. Like I think he'll definitely poke the bear a few times, but I don't think he's actually gonna push anyone or like What was it officially like? Either like a tackle to the ground or like a headlock,
fist connection,
a fist, or like a push to the face, right? So like a chest push. You know how they do that a lot. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I think we should have just went with ejections because.
No, he'll go way over that.
No, ejections
that's
flagrant. Ejections for like a scrub. Yeah, like flagrant twos.
James Harden over under 24.5 points per game.
I'm gonna go over easy.
I'm going under.
I went.
That's a huge drop.
I went over.
Yeah.
Dude, 24 points for Harden. You know he was on the Thunder averaging about 20. 24.
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
I think.
I know you're not his biggest fan.
Yeah, I just think that team also. I don't know. I don't think they need Harden to score 28 a game.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
One thing that's underrated, whether the haters like it or not, is Harden can pass the ball, and he might end up with 9 assists a game, and like you said, 23.5 points.
Maybe. Yeah.
If he's doing that, then Ben Simmons has.
Jesus.
Oh wait, he's been
man.
traded.
He's on the Nets.
Traded.
Yeah.
My bad.
Sorry.
I was about to say, like, oh my god, that team is stacked. Their starting 5 is insane. All right, go ahead.
Over under LeBron James starting 62 games. We looked at like his last 5 years, and this is roughly like about the average he has.
I put over because he has to. Like that's the only chance.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have.
I have over as well.
I did under only because he may rest a game or two, and especially if they don't have a playoff chance, I think they'll quote unquote rest him. Every so often.
He has these weird, man. You know what? I'm gonna go under because I'm about to. There's so many scenarios where he doesn't play. If his team's doing great, he's gonna get days off. If his team's doing horrible, he's gonna get days off.
Reading from the comment,
if he gets hurt.
Yeah, or he could just get hurt. Yeah.
I was saying, reading from the comments though, Truemate's pointed out LeBron is no Kevin Durant though.
Well, according to you, Durant is better than him. I mean, LeBron is better than Durant.
No, I never said that. I picked there's a difference between picking first team and second team. Like, I don't think if someone wins first team, they're better than Curry if they beat him for the guard spot.
On Discord or on YouTube?
On YouTube, but all right. So what's next?
The last one we have is over under 3.5 turnovers per game for Westbrook, and I went under just because of the news he's going to be coming off the bench. He just won't have as many opportunities to turn the ball over.
Wait, well, repeat that.
Yeah,
Westbrook over under 3.5 turnovers a game. I think he averages about 4, and so I think we went to 3.5 with him coming off the bench news.
Yeah, I'm going to take a risk here and go over simply because he's going to come in with urgency, and if he gets traded,
yeah,
he could be starting.
True. What about you, Ren? Last pick of the stream.
Since he's on the bench, I'm gonna go under. He's a turnover machine, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have to go under. I still think he's gonna get starter minutes though, so it's gonna be close.
Yeah, he'll probably still get 30+ minutes. For sure. Yeah. All right, that's about it. Unless you guys want to add anything else.
Y'all are welcome for that master class.
Thank you.
All right. Let's talk to you tomorrow.
Yep, later.